Hello to all you dashing heroes and dastardly villains. Today we'll be walking through The One Who Waits, which is a 4-player alert introduced with the Legion of Doom DLC. My name is Starry and I'll be your guiding light. You will start the alert off with a few ad pulls leading up to the first boss. The first boss you'll have to deal with will be Murder Machine. Murder Machine will start the fight off with a few ad pulls before activating the terminal in the middle of the room. The heavy armor that laughs ads will need to be deactivated after they have been knocked out in order to stop them from respawning. While your group fights the ads, there will be portals appearing on the ground. Players who fail to get out of the red circle before the portal appears will be dropped into a portal loop. After the ads are dealt with, Murder Machine will summon turrets on both sides of the map that will damage and knock back players repeatedly while also summoning some pesky tentacles. While the turrets and the tentacles are being summoned, the portals will appear again. This may be a lot happening at once for some players, so let's break it down. Players can stand in the middle of the arena to stay out of the turret's attack range. Players must deactivate the tentacles via the cog button after they've been down to stop them from respawning. While players are fighting and deactivating the tentacles, they must be aware of the portals appearing around them to avoid falling. Once all tentacles have been successfully put away, players must destroy the terminal before moving on to the next boss. The next boss of the instance will be Batman Who Laughs. This fight starts off with your team fighting the Batman Who Laughs alone. He will occasionally throw out damaging chains at players that can be shielded and healed through. The major mechanic of this fight will be Batman's Dark Metal Compound. This is a high damaging unavoidable AoE that he casts after a short windup. Batman will summon red toxic smoke clouds on the ground. Players who make contact with the clouds will be affected by a high damaging DLT, so players should avoid these smoke clouds until the appropriate time. The correct time to touch the clouds will be when Batman starts to charge up Dark Metal Compound. This will be signaled by a green timer above his head. Once the timer goes off, players who are not affected by the smoke clouds DLT will take massive damage. While that's happening, Dark Robins and Dark Knights will appear. The Dark Knights will appear for a short time and perform their signature moves, which are mainly just damaging stuns. These mechanics will repeat until the boss has fallen. The final boss of this instance will be Mr. Spitalik. This boss consists of a set of minigames that will punish your group with high damage for failing. The first game will be a game of Simon Says. After fighting a small group of ads, players will be immobilized. Mr. Spitalik will display an emote above his head and also inform you in your chat log. You will be transformed and given a hotbar that has 4 different emotes. Match the emote on your hotbar with the emote he displayed and you will avoid the high damaging blast he shoots after the timer reaches 0. The second game will be a dice game. Players must pick up and throw or smash the dice in order to obtain a total. You will then deactivate turrets equal to the total displayed in your chat log or screen. Failing to deactivate the correct amount will result in turrets exploding, causing massive damage. Players must be careful to dodge the projectiles shot out by the turrets. These stun and do high damage. After the timer counts down on the remaining turrets, players will be safe to destroy them without the risk of failing the game. The final game will be similar to the vault where boxes will fall from the sky that players must destroy. While that's happening, bouncing balls will drop down from the sky, damaging and knocking back any players hit by them. Once players destroy 16 boxes, the instance will be complete. And thanks for watching, guys. The next instance we'll take a look at will be the 6th Dimension 8-player raid. See ya!